when you're feeling down on yourself, what do you do to pull yourself out of a funk?
Oh man, that's a tough one. I think I can speak for both of us when I say we've definitely had funks.
Yeah.
Um, I think for me, sometimes it's a matter of just reframing the problem. Like when I did the 10 million subscriber stream, one of the big things that helped me for the next couple of years was, saying, okay, well, no, I'm not going to do this because I have to. I'm going to do it because I want to, and finding things that I enjoyed and wanted to do and focusing on those. A big thing that pulls me out of bed in the morning is just the sheer sense of responsibility. Like if I don't show up for work, like obviously one day is fine if I'm just like, yeah, I'm taking a flex day. But if I don't show up for work for like a year, there's a lot of mouths that literally don't eat, which can actually make it worse sometimes, but usually makes it more manageable.
I just sorry, there was something in chat that I wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh, someone to jump back to the get out of the funk thing. I was in a funk for a long time. I don't think I've talked about this on camera much, and I'm not going to go into it.
Okay, sorry, what were you going to say?
Yeah, so I was in a funk for a pretty deep one for quite a while, and I'm not going to go into it further than that. But since then, things have been getting a lot better. And what I've more recently been doing is whenever I find myself spiraling, I try to immediately do something physical.
Mm-hmm.
Go for a walk.
Physical health is mental health, guys.
Oh, it's like
you
actually...
got to keep your body healthy.
Yeah. So I try to go for a walk, which sounds lame, but works significantly better than it should. Try to go for a walk. On those walks, I find I don't usually, this is going to sound provocative, but I don't usually physically stimulate myself enough. So I'll try to usually go for walks.
I can help with that.
A lot of my walks, when I'm spiraling, it's often very, very late at night. Because I am a night owl. So I'll just go for a walk at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'll be out in the field and I'll just do squats and lunges and all this kind of stuff just to get myself worked up, sweat a lot, and then go have a shower. And often that's all I need and I feel great afterwards.
I like going for a ride. What's nice about riding on a motorcycle is that if you're in like a busy mind state, you cannot stay in that state of mind when you're riding on a motorbike.
So it's
You must be focused or you'll die.
The biggest, and another thing that I would say is certain people in my life I have found are very effective at pulling me out.
Right.
So I try to I'm quite introverted. I like hanging out by myself. But I find that sometimes that's not good for me. So I need to push myself to hang out with those people.
For sure.
But one of the biggest things that I find is just context changes. So you were talking about on the motorcycle, you can't let your mind just run. There's this really old concept where if you're in a potentially confrontational situation, and this is a fun fact, I've used this for fan interactions. When I notice that the person is feeling very anxious, I will do this because it helps to shift frame of mind. But this is just a funny thing. If you're facing someone, if you step off to the side randomly, it's kind of weird. And people will now think about oh, I'm looking at them. I have to talk and do this at the same time. I'm looking at them like this now.
Yeah.
This is weird. I'm going to turn my body. Oh,
Yeah.
I unplugged myself. But it starts making them think about things that aren't, I'm really anxious about this conversation. I'm really nervous. And it actually can really help calm people down, which is kind of cool.
Have you ever used it on me?
No.
Oh, all right.
Well, I don't think so. I don't know. It's been a long
curious.
time, dude. But yeah, I don't think so. But a lot of the time for me, I just need to do something different. And usually I'll use a walk, but it could be something else. If I'm in a situation where I can't go for a walk, it's basically anything else. Just do something different, change my action. But yeah, that's it.
I still ride an SV650S.
Thanks for watching, and thanks to mechanicalkeyboards.com for sponsoring this week's clips. Mechanicalkeyboards.com has a ton of keyboards, switches, keycaps, and more, all from brands you know and love. Check them out and use code LTT using the link in the video description.